all over the country at this time of the year. Yearlings are being broken in. It's the main part of the job. No surprise that here at Richard Fry's, it's all systems go, dozens of yearlings, and this is a colt by acclamation, and he's just going to have the roller on for the first time. We're going to follow him through, see how he gets on. Right, you can see they're just giving this horse a lunge first as a leg stretch and just to get the freshness off him. And Con Foley is the man in the middle with the whip just to keep him going forward. And Con is one of the senior staff here at Musley Bank. And on the rein is Joel Thomas, another experienced lad. This obviously a very vital time in a horse's education. And this horse won't ever have had anything tight around him before. You can see this lunge ring has very, very high sides, 10-foot high sides, and a very deep all-weather surface. Pull him into the middle now and just introduce him to this roller. And the roller is the first thing that goes round them. Next step after that is, of course, the saddle, and then the next step is the rider. But you can see this horse. Watch his ears, watch his eye now as Con approaches him. He looks a little bit suspicious. He's wondering what's happening. And Con will just lay this on him first. And the roller has two straps, a girth strap and a breast strap. And on this one, there's also a tail string as well, just to keep it in place. You can see that he's just a little bit suspicious. Doesn't really know what's happening. Isn't too keen on the idea. But that's it, just to get it over his back. Look how tight he is now. Very, very tight. Look where his ears are now as well. First thing now is just to put this round his chest to make sure that if he does leap forward, that this doesn't run back on him, this roller. And then the girth strap will be very gently just eased round him. Watch this horse's eye, watch his ears. He's clearly a little bit suspicious about what's going on here. And the lad's just giving him a little bit of soothing at the time as well, just to reassure him. This roller won't be put on really tight, not first time. Just to get it round him, just get something tight around his middle. And then you'll see Con now, he's just easing that up just slightly. And the tail string goes round him as well, and it'll just be to get him to go forward, lunge him again, let him feel this roller. And the lads now look at this horse's ears all the while.
Okay, Joel, let him
and there he goes.
Up, go on. Up, go on. Up, go on. Up, go on. Hey, up. Good. Go on. Go on. Up. Up. There you go. Hey, up. Go. Go on. Go on. Up. Go on. Up. Up. Yeah. Go on. Up you go. Up you go. Yeah. Go on. Get up. 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 Get up. Up you go. Up you go. Go on. Get on, bud. Up.
The main thing is to keep him going forward. As you can see there, the lad's making a real effort there to keep him going forward. You mustn't let them slow down or stop. And he's having a bit of a go. He's really feeling that roller. But you want them to feel it. Just to get it out of the system, really. You can see now he's accepting it. He's facing up to the lads. Keep him going round. And he's just starting to come now and accept that roller. Break into a trot there, and you can see his ears as well have just changed. And he looks a tiny little bit happier now. Pull him into the middle, and maybe just put that roller up another notch now. Just let him feel it even a little bit more. Some have a real go, some don't bother at all. Sometimes you're a little bit more suspicious of the ones that don't bother, because it might be that they'll start having a go when the rider gets on them. So it's nice to get it out of the system. You'll feel this a little bit more now because it's just gone up another notch on the girth. Just kicking back at that tail string as well. So that girth's gone up another couple of holes there. So he's going to feel this again now in a moment. And then they'll lunge him again, both ways. Always just a little bit of an anxious time. They can soon dive past you, even if they cow, and maybe even cow kick and catch you. So you just have to be careful. It takes experienced staff to do this. Let him off again now and let him have another go and get it out of his system. And he's going to go around the other way this time. You can see now he's getting a little bit tired, and also that acceptance to that roller is starting to come already. This will go on for a few days, and then the saddle will be introduced, and then finally the rider. But that's the first step in this little horse's education. He had a bit of a go, Con.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's more nervous than anything, that lad.
Yeah, you could see with his ears, Con, couldn't you, really?
Yeah. But he was a bit more nervous than the rest of the other couple, you know.
Do you like to see them have a bit of a go?
Definitely. You know, at least have a go. It's out of their system, and you know, I crack on with them then, like.
Yeah. You must have put tack on, obviously,
horses,
hundreds and hundreds, and especially here at Musley Bank. I mean, would Wooden Bassett have been one of them?
And he was more straightforward. Yeah, Wooden Bassett.
But you would have tacked him?
Yeah, we've done them all, yeah.
And Mason, would he have been one?
Mason, definitely, yeah.
Do you find that the good horses, Con, usually sort of are good to handle, or is there no sort of rule?
A lot of them have been at sales, and you know, there's been a lot handled and to them these days.
Yes.
It just matter of getting them home there, getting them here, lunging them and tacking them up, and get the boys on in a couple of weeks' time if you can, like, you know.
Yes.
Obviously, you get one that'll be a bit awkward than the other one, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And we just take a bit more time with him, you see.
Yes. Nerves is, with horses is the worst thing, isn't it?
Yeah. They have to trust you, really, to.
Yes.
When you get the trust in you, you're fine, you know.
But this is a great facility in here because it's very safe.
Yeah.
They can't go anywhere, and it's nice, deep, all-weather surface.
They do a bit of work in here as well, like, you know what I mean. You don't have to be in here that long.
No.
And they get their backs down a bit, and they're fine.
So that horse there, the acclimation that we've seen, he'll have that roller on again, much a similar sort of thing tomorrow.
We'll do the
for
same
the
with him
next couple
tomorrow.
of days.
Yeah, just so he got used to it, like.
Yeah.
And then we'll put on more tack onto him, like a standard martingale, cross reins.
Yes.
That kind of thing. Get him going, then we drop the long rein behind him.
Yes.
Then we start driving around the yard and that.
Yes.
You know, till he gets used to using his mouth and the bit and that. And then we put a saddle on and then start looking for a rider to get across him in the box then.
And get a brave man. Get a brave man.
Yeah.
Well done, Con. Thank you very much.